welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack Sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjacks! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for senior night for your Lumberjack girls as they host the Kootenai Warriors from just up the road. Should be a pretty good battle here this evening. A couple of teams here in Lumberjack Gymnasium. And it's been quite a while since I've got to see these Kootenai Warriors play some basketball. And they've got a very young roster and what looks to be a pretty not too bad of a team either. And we'll talk more about that as we get into the night's action. But like I said, it is senior night. They're going to be recognizing a couple of seniors tonight, Bailey Martin and Kaylin Boyette for the Lumberjacks. We will do so as well. But first off, we're going to do that right now, right off the bat, as we are going to go ahead and run our senior spotlight for Kaylin Boyette. And it's time for our senior spotlight here tonight. And our senior for this interview is Kaylin Boyette. And we want to thank you for coming and talking with us.
Thank you.
So let's get right into it. What sports do you play?
I do soccer, basketball, and track as well.
All right. Which one is your favorite and why?
Soccer. I've always grown up with it, so.
Hey, you played soccer since you were a little bitty too, haven't you?
Yeah, I started when I was like 4 or 5, I think.
What has playing sports taught you?
To be very confident in myself. At first I wasn't, so.
It's a big thing in sports, isn't it? To have confidence in what you're doing. What is your favorite thing about playing sports?
The memories and the teammates I get to meet.
What would be your least favorite thing about playing sports?
Injuries.
Injuries?
They're not fun.
Have you had a couple or?
I had a bigger ankle injury.
Yeah, you were out last year for basketball season.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite pro sports team and a player?
I don't have like a favorite. I like to watch soccer a lot, but like for basketball, mainly like Caitlin Clark and bigger athletes like that.
All right. Now, what are your goals this year on and off the field or court?
Just to have the best time I can with my senior year and have fun with it and make the best memories, I guess.
We're talking with Kaylin Boyette for our senior spotlight. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more.
Nothing comes easy. Every day, every dollar, every decision. So your finances should work just as hard as you do. With a free Ascend checking account from P1FCU, you can earn real rewards for the work you're already doing. No gimmicks, just better banking. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. When you think of Potlatch Deltic, you might think logs or lumber. When I think about Potlatch Deltic, I think of family, community, compassion. You see, Potlatch Deltic is more than some company in St. Mary's. Potlatch Deltic is a community supporter in more ways than one. Whether it's donating to a fundraiser or nonprofit group, or giving a high schooler a summer job that could very well turn into a career, Potlatch Deltic is there for our community. We, for one, want to thank Potlatch Deltic for what they do and hope that you will also. Potlatch Deltic, proud supporters of, well, St. Mary's.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. We're talking with Kaylin Boyette for our senior spotlight today. And what are your plans after high school?
After high school, I'm planning to go to Boise State and study criminal justice.
Ooh. What would be your favorite subject in school?
I liked math a lot.
Because that's another one of those, I can't remember which football player it was, but his might have been a motto steward. And I think it had something to do with criminal stuff too. And I told him that there's not really too many high school classes that you can take for that. Who is somebody that you look up to?
My dad.
Does your teammates have a nickname for you?
Most people always call me Kay.
Just short.
Yeah, keep it short and simple.
What is your most memorable moment so far?
Probably in soccer when Kate was our goalie.
And who would you like to thank?
All my coaches and my family for always being there, and all my friends have been there with me.
All right. Well, Kaylin, we want to wish you good luck in your senior year, and once you graduate and get out there into the real world, and have a great senior year. And thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
That's been our senior spotlight with Kaylin Boyette. We'll take another break, and we'll come back with more. Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24 plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy with services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires. That's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is senior night, and it is superhero themed for senior night. We've got our Lumberjack girls basketball team down there warming up in capes. And the coaches in capes, and Tammy Hodall, of course, she's dressed up as Batman here tonight in honor of the seniors as they're having some fun this evening for their senior night celebration. And they'll be honoring Bailey Martin and Kaylin Boyette tonight. We've got a few things as well for them. But first, a little bit of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as we'll take a look at the Central Idaho League standings. No surprise here. Grangeville, 8-0 in league play, 15-6 overall, sitting atop of the records in the Central Idaho League. They beat Orofino by a score of 51-14 on the third. They are just waiting for district tournament time.
They will be playing on February the 9th, and they should be playing Priest River and more than likely in Grangeville. So that would probably be game one of the district tournament. The Kellogg Wildcats are 5-2 in league play, 10-8 overall. They lost to Grangeville 66-30 on the 31st. They host Bonner's Ferry on the 5th, and then I think they've still got to play Orofino to wrap up the season. Kellogg girls are 11th in the Idaho Sports rankings, 15th in the Max Preps rankings. They will probably be playing Kellogg. They are the number 2 seed in the district tournament. They will probably be playing Orofino on February the 9th at a site to be determined. And then we've got the Orofino Maniacs, 4-3 in league play, 6-10 overall. They lost to Grangeville on the 3rd. I didn't write down the score. They host Kellogg on the 7th. The Priest River Spartans, 2-6 overall in league play, 8-8 overall. They lost 44-36 to Orofino in their last game. And the Lumberjack girls, 0-8 in league play, 0-14 overall. They lost 45-31 to Priest River on the 29th. And they host the Kootenai Warriors tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off after this.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
If you want the best, you hire the best. Top Grade Roofing and Construction has over 25 years of experience and is licensed and insured. Top Grade Roofing and Construction can and will build just about anything. Need a deck? They can do it. Need siding? Yep. How about a fence? Of course. I mean, Top Grade Roofing and Construction might even build you a chicken coop if you ask. That's Top Grade Roofing and Construction. To invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is senior night for your Lumberjack girls as they host the Kootenai Warriors in a non-league game to finish up the season. And new this year, Lumberjack girls will not get a district tournament game. In the years past, there's been a district play-in game, which basically is a tournament game, to where you would get to play, and if you win, you get into the district tournament. If you lose, you get ready for softball season. Well, this year, both for boys and girls side of things, I believe, there is no play-in game. The team that has the worst record in the league is automatically out of the district tournament. So that is a little bit new this year, but
Both boys and girls are getting 2 seeds apiece from the Central Idaho League into the state tournament. So there is 2 direct bids right into state this year from for the Central Idaho League for boys and girls. So that's a good thing. I guess a little bit of a trade-off there maybe. Anyways, we've got 23 minutes until opening ceremonies, and we're going to take a look now at our power rankings, coaches polls, and max preps rankings. First off, with the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, the top 5, it's Malad with a 19-2 record here at the end of the season. Firth has a 19-3 record. Grangeville sits at 15-6. Ryrie at number 4 with a 14-8 record, and New Plymouth in 5th with a 14-7 record. In the coaches poll, not much of a change there. You've still got Malad at number 1, Firth at number 2, Grangeville at number 3, Ryrie at number 4. The only change is in that number 5 spot, where Parma is picked over New Plymouth. Parma with a 12-7 record. In the Max Preps rankings, these are the way they seed, or this is how they seed the state tournament, is with the Max Preps rankings. Again, not a lot different. You got Malad and Firth, 1 and 2, but then Ambrose replaces Grangeville in a number 3 slot in the Max Preps rankings with a 16-5 record. Ryrie at number 4, Grangeville at number 5. So pretty solid group of teams there in that top 5 for the Max Preps ranking. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more of the Potlatch number 1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off after a word from our sponsors.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Where can you turn for that friendly hand of support? Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we're here, Tim Parrish at Lumberjack Gymnasium, as we get set for senior night action. Your Lumberjack girls hosting the Kootenai Warriors as they just came bursting out of the locker room with their capes on. Fog machine rolling. And we got our buddy TaylorMade Pro video guy down there, Brandon Taylor, getting some footage of them to make a video for him. And we got about 19 minutes until things get going here. So let's take a quick look around the area in high school sports. Starting with Lumberjack boys basketball, they've had a couple of rough last couple of games for them. I will say another thing that's kind of interesting, and the Idaho sports guys talked about it on the North Idaho Prepcast, is that St. Mary's boys has had 2 games in the last 2 weeks. So kind of interesting. They just have not played a lot of basketball in the last couple of weeks, but it ramps up here this week. So they've got 2 games this week, tomorrow and Saturday. They host Priest River tomorrow, Moscow on Saturday. Then next week, they're on the road to Timberlake and on the road to Kellogg. So, and then on the road to Grangeville. So next week, they've got 3 games. We should be broadcasting. We will be covering all of the games this week, so tomorrow and Saturday as well. Depending on what happens in the Moscow game as far as JJ Year out getting his 1,000th point or not, which is going to be kind of difficult. He's still got to score quite a bit to get there by the end of this week. We may end up going to Timberlake. So if that looks like where that's going to be achieved for JJ, then that's where we will be, because I want to be on the call for when he hits that bucket. So that's kind of that preemptive. Then we will go to Kellogg, but we will not go to Grangeville. So that's just a look at our upcoming schedule as far as boys is concerned. St. Mary's, though, they are on a 2-game losing streak for the boys. They lost to Orofino 2 weeks ago. Then they lost at Kendrick last Friday, 62-47. And the boys are currently 3-1 in league play, 10-3 overall. Talking to Randy Bechtel, JV coach, a little while ago, we're talking about how important this last stretch is for the boys, as they did take a hit in Max Prep's rankings, and that is they've dropped down to 3rd from 1st. So these next games are very important for the boys, and they really have to win out league play as well the rest of this season if they want to be able to host districts here in St. Mary's. So a lot of important basketball coming up for the Lumberjack boys and some tough games. So it's going to be a fun finish to the season. So that's a look at that. St. Mary's Wrestling, they were at the North Idaho Rumble last week. As far as I know, I did a little bit of research real quick. It's really hard to kind of understand to summarize it, but it looks like St. Mary's Wrestlers did a pretty good job at that North Idaho Rumble. I don't know where they finished as a team, but I do know that we had several guys finish in 1st and 2nd places in that tournament, and a lot of good battles for the wrestlers there. And it looks like their next action, I think, I could be wrong, I was trying to get the information from Coach Hayden Humphrey, but it looked like the next thing on the St. Mary's schedule for wrestling was a Mario D. Orazio Invitational on February the 6th through the 7th. So that would be tomorrow and Saturday, if that is, in fact, what's coming up next for them. Now we'll look at the Lakeside boys. They are 6-0 in league play, 15-2 overall. They beat Bonners Ferry 70-66 on the 3rd. They are at Prairie on the 5th. The Lakeside girls are 4-0 in league, 10-11 overall. They beat Clark Fork 72-26 on the 31st. They will be playing the winner of district tournament game 1. And the game 1 features Wallace and Clark Fork. So they will play the winner of that game on February the 12th at 6 p.m. at North Idaho College. The winner of that game will be the district champion and advance to the state tournament. Lakeside girls have not lost a league game yet, so they're probably the favorite to advance to the state tournament, but they still have to play the games. Looking at the Kootenai Warriors, their boys team is 1-1 in league play, 2-10 overall. They lost 84-39 at Clark Fork on the 29th. They hosted Mullen the other day, but I didn't see a score from that. They will play Deary on the 5th, which is tonight. Kootenai girls 2-0 in league play, 6-7 overall. They beat Mullen 49-22 on the 3rd. They will be playing Mullen in the district championship game on the 10th at NIC. The winner of that game will go to the state tournament. And this is the first year in a long time that there hasn't been a play-in game for the district champion for the district or the league and stuff that Mullen and Kootenai is in. So this could be one of the first trips to state in quite a while for either one of those teams, Mullen or Kootenai. So good luck to them, and that's obviously who we are playing tonight. We're going to take a quick break. They're going to start doing senior night introductions on the floor, but we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with more.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. The name says it all. Taco About It. What is it, you may ask? It's the best taco truck in town. Might even be the only taco truck in town. If you like tacos, and who doesn't, then you need to stop by Taco About It, located at 128 South Highway 3 in St. Mary's, across the street from XXX Feeds. Taco About It has too many tacos to list, so you will just have to try them all. Call in your order 208-582-8533, or just stop by. Taco About It, located across the street from XXX Feeds in St. Mary's. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks. And we are here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is senior night as they are introducing our two seniors on the floor right now. We'll take a quick look at stats here on the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off. And as this year hasn't gone quite the way the Lumberjacks or these seniors would have liked to have gone, but they have always played hard and fought hard for every game that they have played here this season. The Lumberjack girls, though, have only averaged around 27 points per game. Their shooting percentage is at 22%. Three-point percentage is 10%. Free throw percentage, 40%. Lumberjack girls have averaged just 36 rebounds per game and 3 assists per game. Their opponents have averaged about 53 points per game, shooting 32% from the floor, 18% from three-point range, 49% from the charity stripe, 44 rebounds, and 10 assists per game. Leading scoring this year for the girls has been the freshman Daisy Williams, averaging about 12 points per game. And then you move on up to Bailey Martin, one of our seniors, 4 points per game. Camden Timpkin, 4 points per game. Kaylin Boyette, another senior, 2 points per game. Kelly Keneally, Brayley Caldwell, averaging about 2 points per game between for those two. Demercia Spooner averaging 3. And Kieran Elliott averaging 1 point per game. So that's a look at St. Mary's stats. Now let's go ahead and look at the Kootenai Warriors. They are from 1A District 1, the North Star League. They are coached by Alyssa Learman. She's in her 4th year as the head coach for the Kootenai Warriors. They are 2-0 in league play, 6-7 overall in the season. They are averaging 36 points per game while allowing 31 points per game to their opponents. Some players to watch tonight. Brooklyn Charles, she is a sophomore. She was player of the year last year. Danny Davidson, she's a sophomore. She was all league last year. Sadie Rose Davidson, they do have one other young lady's injured. I think that is Sadie, but she was also one to watch this season. She was all league last year. She is a sophomore this year. And then Harley Dutton, that's a name if you guys watched football during the season would know. Harley Dutton plays football for the Lumberjacks, and she is a sophomore and all-league player last year from the Kootenai Warrior program. So that is a look at the Kootenai Warriors. And again, the Kootenai Warriors could be earning their first trip to state this year in quite a while, as the North Star League is getting a full bid to state. They don't have to play a play-in game. And right now they have beat Mullen twice on the season. So not saying that anything could happen, but they have done what they've needed to do all season long. So we want to wish good luck to the Kootenai Warriors, our friends just up to the north of us
in the rest of their girls basketball season, and we hope that we get to cheer them on in some state tournament action. Anyways, we're not going to take a break. We're going to take this time to go ahead and run our senior spotlight for Bailey Martin. And we are here with our senior spotlight, and our senior tonight is Bailey Martin. Thank you for talking to us.
Of course.
We'll get right into it, Bailey, because you got a game to play here in a bit. But what sports do you play?
Just basketball.
Just basketball, huh?
Yep.
Well, I guess that makes the next one fairly easy. Which one's your favorite and why?
Basketball. I just played it forever. It's easy to play, and it keeps me calm.
What has playing sports taught you?
To be patient, and your friends become your family, and to not take it for granted.
What is one of your favorite things about playing basketball?
Spending time with my friends and just making memories every practice and every game.
What would you say is your least favorite?
I don't think I have a least favorite.
Let's see here. What are your goals this year on and off the court?
Just work together, have a successful season, either win games or just grow as a team.
What about your in-school goals?
Just keep passing and get to graduation.
We were talking with our senior spotlight, Bailey Martin. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more.
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, block, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Fall is coming, and of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And this is our senior spotlight. We've got Lumberjack senior Bailey Martin. What are your plans after high school?
Go to trade school at the NICU Workforce Training Center.
Oh, cool. What is your favorite subject in school? I can probably guess that it's not going to be a regular class.
I like math.
Math. Well, I figured since you had picked a trade school, I figured one of your favorite classes might be something to do with a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Who's somebody that you look up to?
My dad taught me a lot about sports and always keeps me in the right mindset about things.
Do your teammates have any nicknames for you?
Not really.
Not really. What is your most memorable moment so far?
The bus ride down to Grangeville. Good way to start the season.
Do you have anybody you'd like to thank?
All my teammates, my coaches, my family, my friends.
All right. Well, we want to first thank you again for talking to us. We want to wish you luck in your senior year and beyond high school, and have a good season.
Thank you.
That's been our senior spotlight with Bailey Martin. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more after this.
St. Joe Oil isn't just a fuel delivery company. They provide a much larger service than most people realize. St. Joe Oil can sell you a brand new Toyo oil stove and install it for you, and also keep your oil tank full. Not only that, St. Joe Oil plays a very critical role in our local industries. From logging to farming, St. Joe Oil keeps the fuel tanks full. From heating oil to off-road diesel and everything in between, call St. Joe Oil 208-245-2123. That's 208-245-2123. St. Joe Oil.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's.
And we are back as we are here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is senior night. We got 2.5 minutes until they get the opening, national anthem and starting lineups done. And it looks like we have our own ESPN here. So if you follow anything, if you see much on Facebook of some other high school stuff or things like that for sports, there's some of the schools during certain weeks. I don't know if it's kind of a national thing, I think. You'll see happen, and some of the students will put up a table in their stands or somewhere. They'll put a big old banner across the front that says ESPN, and some of the players from one of the other teams, or even just kids from the crowd or the student section, will dress up a little bit and put on some headsets and stuff and act like they're the broadcast crew. So we've got Brock Barta and Jack Barta and Xavier Sloper down there, it looks like, and Jackson Harold being the ESPN broadcast crew. And JJ Yearout is out there wearing a uniform, official's uniform for referee. So they're getting into it, having some fun with it down there at the other end. Let's see. We've got a lot to get through this evening, but we will. We've obviously done our senior spotlights that we record with the seniors earlier in the season, but we will also read you their entries into their senior pamphlet throughout the game. And we will also, here in a minute, we'll have a little bit of a different thing for our starting lineup for the seniors when we get to that point. We want to let everybody know that, hey, Lumberjack Nation, if you can cheer through fourth quarters at the high school gym, you can definitely handle Super Bowl Sunday at Two Saints Brewing Company in St. Mary's. This Sunday, it's Super Bowl watch party, Lumberjack style. Big game on the TVs, a crowd that knows how to clap loud, and no buzzer beater heartbreak unless your team fumbles. And listen up, Taco About It will be on site with a nacho bar. So nachos all night long, strong enough to fuel a fourth quarter comeback. Bring the whole crew, moms, dads, kids, grandparents, and that one fan who yells defense no matter what sport is on. Cold brews for the adults, great food for everyone, and an atmosphere friendlier than a Friday night home game. Super Bowl Sunday at Two Saints Brewing across the road from Harvest Foods. Talk about it, serving up some food. It's football, food, and lumberjack pride. And unlike a road game, you don't even have to travel. And we're getting ready for the national anthem, so we're going to keep it right here for the national anthem. And that was the national anthem. And now let's get you some starting lineups. We will start with the Kootenai Warriors. The first starter will be the number 3, a freshman, Juniper Stevens. Then it'll be a freshman, number 10, Hunter Charles. Another freshman, number 15, Hazel Stevenson. Then we've got the sophomore, number 21, Brooklyn Charles. And another freshman, number 23, Danny Davidson. And now for your starting Lumberjack, for your Lumberjack, starting with our seniors. All right, Lumberjack fans, you've scraped. Okay, let's just start with our seniors. Senior Bailey Martin, 4 years of knowing exactly where the ball's supposed to be and reminding everyone else when they forgot. The kind of player who hears the whistle, checks the scoreboard, and still asks, who's that foul on? If you've ever seen her locking on defense, you know the other team suddenly wants to pass the ball somewhere else. Lumberjack fans, give it up for senior number 10, Bailey Martin. And now we've got Kaylin Boyette, the definition of hustle. If the ball hits the floor, she's already halfway there. If there's a loose rebound, she's coming down with it. And if there's a charge to take, well, she's already bracing for it. The kind of player who makes you say, yeah, that's a Lumberjack. That's number 23. Put your hands together for senior Kaylin Boyette. Our other starters will be the number 1 of Camden Timken, the number 10 of Bailey Martin. I already have that one. The number 11 of Braylee Caldwell, the 22 of Daisy Williams. Lumberjacks going left to right. The Warriors win the opening tip. They have it down on the low post. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, putback is up and good. That was number 3 with the putback. That's Stevenson. And the Warriors have the early lead 2-0. Timken has it, top of the key, works her way to the left, picks up her dribble, is going to just drag that pivot foot and turn the ball over. First turnover for the Lumberjacks. Kootenai inbounds, bringing it down the floor is the 23. That's Davidson. She's calling out her offense, works to the right side, tries to pass down the floor, deflected by Boyette, but the Warriors able to keep possession. Then they're going to throw it down to the low post or towards the low post. It's going to end up out of bounds. I think that was deflected by the Lumberjacks as well. Inbounding it will be Stevenson. She's going to look over to the corner left side into the hands of Charles. Charles looking for the free throw line. Going to overthrow the intended receiver, Stevenson, intended recipient of that pass. And the ball will go over to the Lumberjacks on a turnover on the Warriors. Some backcourt pressure from Kootenai. Getting it down the left side, it's Bailey. Bailey skips it to Timken. Timken picks up her dribble up top. Going to swing it over to Williams. Williams works it down to the corner right side. Back to the number 11 of Caldwell. Shot is no good. Rebound goes to Charles. And the Warriors will bring it the other way, leading 2-0 early in the first. Going to get a pass way down into the corner, looking to the right corner. It'll be deflected by Daisy Williams for St. Mary's. They were looking to get Juniper Stephen right corner. And Williams gets a hand on it, knocks the ball out of bounds. Inbounding, it'll be Stevenson. Skip pass to the right wing. Trying to take it into the free throw line. Reach in, swipe the ball away is Timken, but Timken's going to get called for the foul. First foul against St. Mary's. That's never what I want to see if you're a Lumberjack fan, because for the boys' side of the program is Marcus Speakman with a bandaged up finger. As I just seen him going down the baseline. Then get a three-point shot from Stevenson from the right corner. Shot is no good. Rebound went to Charles. She tried a three from, and it wouldn't go. And then another rebound for Kootenai, and I did not see who made the bucket. I think it was Brooklyn Charles. St. Mary's with a shot the other way. It's no good. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors. Didn't see who made that shot attempt for St. Mary's. 4-0 St. Mary's trails. 6:17 to go. They're going to get it to Williams. Williams' shot won't go, but she is fouled. So Daisy will go to the free throw line for the Lumberjacks. The foul goes against Brooklyn Charles. Daisy, if I can find my stats, knocks down the first free throw. I drew my stat sheet. 53% from the charity stripe on the season was Daisy. Second free throw on the way. That one's back of the iron, no good. Rebound went to the Warriors. Shot up, no good. Rebound is also no good, as the rebound was Charles. St. Mary's with the rebound the other way. Martin had it, but then Lumberjacks turn it over on the other end. Coming back down the floor for the Warriors is Brooklyn Charles. Driving into the lane, trying for the layup is going to be Danny Davidson, and she will be fouled. They say the foul is on the floor. That is going to go against Kaylin Boyette. Second foul on the Lumberjacks. Inbound to the top of the key. Three-pointer on the way by Charles. This is no good. Rebound goes to Caldwell. And the Lumberjacks go the other way. Feed it ahead to Timken. Now to Caldwell. Caldwell. Short corner jumper. Shot is no good. Rebound to Boyette. And I think she got that out to Bailey, and Bailey knocks down the three. No, it's a long two. Going to get a shot up, no good. Rebounded to Boyette. Lumberjacks back the other way. Going to get another, this is a three ball on the way by Bailey Martin. It is up and good. Daisy Williams with the assist. 6-4, St. Mary's takes the lead. Davidson works right side, back to the wing, back into the hands of Charles. Charles works her way down to the corner, look into the post. Shot is up. It's going to rattle around and fall in. That was Brooklyn Charles. St. Mary's going to feed it the other way. Tie ball game. That shot is going to be blocked partially. St. Mary's, I thought, had a rebound, but they called something. I'm not sure what. And the ball will stay or go to Kootenai. Daisy comes out. DeMercia Spooner checks in. Also coming out is Timken. Kieran Elliott checks in. Ball game tied at 6 apiece. Warriors bringing the ball down. Controlling it's Davidson. Going to work it all the way around. Drives left side. That one goes all the way across the rim. Won't fall in. Rebound went to Charles. Her shot won't good. Another rebound for the tight Warriors. A 3-point shot is up. It's no good. And Boyette with the rebound. She's going to get it to Keneally. Keneally tries to feed it down inside, and nobody's there for it. And the ball will be turned over. Trying to see who came out. Oh, I got the wrong person in there. So St. Mary's back on defense. Losing the ball is Davidson. Turnover on the Warriors. Keneally top of the key over to Bailey Martin. Bailey's 3 is no good. Rebound to Boyette. Long 2 by Keneally won't go. Rebound to the Warriors. And a foul call. I believe that foul goes against Kaylin. That'll be her second foul. Last game here at home, Tammy Hodal said that she was going to let these seniors play the whole game if they wanted to. It's their senior night there. She's not going to take them out unless they ask to be taken out. 30-second timeout taken by the Warriors. It is 6 apiece here with just under 4 to play in the first quarter. Once again, we want to remind everybody, Two Saints Brewing Company is having a Super Bowl watch party this Sunday. They're going to have the big game on TVs, lots of TVs, and they're going to have Taco Bout it there as well, serving up a nacho bar. So be sure to stop by Two Saints Brewing right across from Harvest Foods on Sunday. Enjoy the Super Bowl and don't have to worry about cleaning up any of the mess at home. 3:40 to go, first period, 6-6. The Kootenai Warriors took a quick timeout. Lumberjacks with 3 fouls. The Warriors with 1. Bringing it down is Davidson for the Warriors. She's going to bring it down the right side. Skips it to the corner. 3-point shot away by Charles. That shot is no good. Going to get the ball tied up. I'm going to give the rebound to Charles. And I'm going to give, I think it was Boyette tying that ball up for the jump ball call. St. Mary's will inbound from the sideline, far side. And inbounding it will be Bailey. Bailey gets it to Boyette. Cross court over to Elliott. Elliott back to Keneally. Keneally skips it to Boyette. Boyette, a long 2, knocks it down. Give Keneally an assist. 8-6, Lumberjacks lead. And almost a travel by Davidson, able to get that pass out. Going to have it down to the corner left side, back up to the wing, pass a little bit long, tracking it down to Keneally. He's going to try for the layup, misses, and the Warriors with the rebound. Kootenai bringing it the other way. Davidson swings it over to Stevenson. Stevenson's shot won't fall in. Rebound goes to Boyette. Boyette gets it ahead to Elliott. We're going to get a foul against Davidson before Davidson can get across the timeline. A couple of substitutions coming in. Lokes and Dutton. Stevenson and I think Charles check out. No, Charles is still in there. Might be Davidson. Going to get a pass from the Lumberjacks as they work it around. Going to get it to the short corner to Elliott. Back up to Martin. Lumberjacks working it around the perimeter. Down to the corner. Back up to the wing. 3-point shot on the way. Banks it off the glass and in does Kaylin Boyette. The assist from Kieran Elliott. St. Mary's up 11-6 over the visiting Warriors. Dutton swings it to the corner. Head fake from Davidson. Her shot no good. Put back no good. Rebound to, I believe, Bailey Martin. Martin swings it down to Elliott. Elliott loses the ball. Going to get a steal by Charles. And the Warriors bring it the other way. Dutton, left wing, swings it in. Shot up by Charles, no good. Got her own rebound. Putback was no good. And the rebound to Spooner. Spooner's trying to swing it in. It's going to be picked off by Charles. And then Spooner's going to dive in there to try to get a jump ball. The possession arrow will favor the Warriors. As it's 11-6 with 1:32 to go in the first period, St. Mary's leads it. Harley Dutton brings it across for the Warriors. Works it right side, tries to spin around the defender. That's Keneally. Picks up her dribble, swings it to the corner. That's into the hands of Charles. Charles triggers the three, no good. Put back, no good. As it was a rebound to Spooner. Spooner's going to find Keneally. Keneally's shot won't go in. Ball's going to be tipped around out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's. The ball will stay with or go to the Kootenai Warriors. Lumberjacks have it. Going to tie it up with Harley is Kieran Elliott. She's going to force a jump ball. And this time the possession arrow favors the Lumberjacks. Harley let that ball get away from her just a little bit. And Elliott jumped on it, took advantage of the opportunity. Into Spooner. Spooner going to try to squeeze it through an opening into Keneally underneath, and it'll be a turnover as it goes out of bounds. A lot of red jerseys in there. Not a clear opening to get that pass all the way through and have the intended recipient see it. Dutton will bring it across for the Warriors. Drives it all the way around. Going to pull up from the free throw line for the shot. It's no good. Rebound goes again to Boyette. Boyette to Keneally. Keneally has the ball stripped away from behind. That was Davidson getting the steal. And the ball is going to get knocked out of bounds by St. Mary's coming the other way. 28 seconds left in the first period. Again, 11-6. Lumberjacks lead the Warriors here on senior night. A steal by Keneally. Keneally's shot is no good. But the putback by Bailey Martin was up and good. 13-6 Lumberjacks. And going to get a deflection by Spooner. Spooner's going to force a turnover, as I believe it was Charles that tried to save that ball back in bounds and was the last to touch it. St. Mary's will bring it down, looking for that final shot. Spooner spins. Her shot is partially blocked by Kootenai. So St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Kaylin Boyette to trigger it in. Into Bailey. Bailey, deep three. It's a little short. Rebound was to Keneally, but the Lumberjacks couldn't do nothing with it before the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of the first quarter. St. Mary's leads the Warriors 13-6. We'll be back. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's. And we are back, just getting ready, waiting for the start of the second quarter. See who comes back on the floor for the Lumberjacks. And make sure we get all of our lineups correct for both sides. Oh, I'm trying to get Kootenai has it, works it to the low post. Shot. Now they get a pass inside. Shot is up, falls off the rim. The shot was missed by Charles. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. So a team rebound for St. Mary's. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt from Kootenai. St. Mary's gets it across to Boyette. Now to the corner. Going to swing it into Caldwell. The ball was intended for Caldwell. Boyette ends up with it. And I'll still give Martin the assist as Boyette in the right spot at the right time. Down to the corner left side. Stevenson trying to feed inside. Timpkins picks off the pass. She's going to bring it down. Swings it off to Caldwell. Caldwell shot way too much on that one. Going to get the rebound is Martin, but Martin has it taken away from her. Going to get a steal. And then a turnover on Charles the other way. She's going to feed it all the way down the floor. Timken ends up with it in her hands. And then we're going to get a foul against Stevenson for the Warriors. And St. Mary's with the ball. Timken has it. Swings over to Martin. Martin to Boyette. Boyette to the corner. Williams. Williams drives under. Shot up. Won't go for it. Got her own rebound. Put back won't go, but she will be fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line. I think she took a forearm to the face, driving baseline after she got her rebound. The foul will go against Lokes. And it'll send Daisy to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 tonight. First free throw hits the heel, back iron, pops out. Daisy lines up the next free throw. 15-6, St. Mary's leads the Warriors. Second free throw, same spot, back of the iron. Rebound goes to the Warriors. Warriors going to try a pass all the way down the floor. Williams will get the steal if she knocks it away. And then the Warriors get a steal. And the Warriors get a bucket as Stevenson puts it up and good for Kootenai. First bucket in a little bit for Kootenai. They haven't been able to find the bottom of the net for a few minutes. St. Mary's leads at 15-8. Boyette to the short corner. Back into the lane to Williams. Williams going to go up for the shot in the lane. A little bit of a late whistle coming, but they're going to say a foul. And they're going to call that foul on Harley Dutton. It'll send Daisy back to the charity stripe. She missed her last two. That one, same spot, back of the iron. Needs to take just a little bit off of it. She made her first free throw. She's missed her last three. And that one's going to rattle around and fall through for Daisy. 16-8, Lumberjacks lead. 6:20 to go in the half. Senior night. Bringing it down is Charles. And tying it up is Caldwell. And Caldwell will force the jump ball. The possession arrow will go to the Lumberjacks. I want to know where this intensity has been for these girls all season long. They're playing like a whole different team tonight. Martin has it, swings it over to Williams. Williams looking into Caldwell. Caldwell looking for room in the paint. Can't find any. Going to get it back out to Daisy. Daisy over to Caldwell. Caldwell's shot won't fall. Rebound goes to Charles. Charles feeds it ahead. And going to get a foul on Boyette. That'll be Kaylin's third foul of the contest. If Tammy's not going to take her out all game, she could foul out before the end of the half if she's not careful. That'll send Stevenson to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First free throw in and out for Stevenson. Second free throw on the way. That one rattles around and falls in for Stevenson. St. Mary's will bring it down. Timken controls it for the Lumberjacks. She's going to work it across the timeline. A little bit of defense comes out on her. Zone from the Warriors. Boyette to Williams. Williams going to try to force up the shot. That's going to be a jump ball called as Harley's going to get credit for the jump ball. Lumberjack crowd not liking it. Daisy kind of tried to force that one. She probably should have dished it off. There's a lot of timber in there. contesting her approach to the bucket. Going to get a three-point shot on the way. It's up and good from the corner by Stevenson for the Warriors. It's a 16-12 ball game. St. Mary's leads by 4. Lumberjacks have had a couple of dry possessions. Going to get it over to Williams. Williams left wing, back to Boyette, and out of the elbow. Going to get a shot up and on the way by Caldwell. Won't go. Rebound again to Charles. Charles ahead to Stevenson. Stevenson tries to feed it inside. Going to get a steal by Boyette. And then I think St. Mary's turned it over. And a steal again back by Williams. So a couple of turnovers apiece by both teams. And then Timken gets called for a travel. Picked up her dribble in the backcourt, picked up that pivot foot. So had about 5 turnovers in the span of 25 seconds there by both teams. 16-12, St. Mary's leads by 4. Charles swings it to the corner. 3-point shot on the way, but it's blocked by Boyette. Last touched by St. Mary's, so the Warriors will get a team rebound. Harley Dutton will trigger it in from baseline. All the way to the top of the key. Now back to the right wing. 3-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound goes to Williams. Williams to Timken. Timken ahead to Williams. Williams, low post, tries to step around the defense. Shot is partially blocked. Rebound will go to Charles. St. Mary's tried to pull in the rebound. Bailey Martin was in there. Couldn't quite secure it. Going to look into the low post. Shot up, no good by Lopes. Rebound to Timken. It might have actually been a block that I missed by a Lumberjack. Going to get it to Boyette. Boyette looking into Caldwell. Around the horn, Timken. Now to Williams. Williams triggers the 3. That one is off the mark. And Kaylin Boyette going to get in there. Tie it up, and the possession arrow favors St. Mary's. Checking in for the Lumberjacks, Spooner, Keneally, and Elliott. Lumberjacks have it into Spooner. Spooner puts it up and good. I didn't see who made the assist there for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's 18, Warriors 12. Keneally putting on some defense at the timeline. Going to have a pass to the middle of the floor picked off by Martin. Martin going to take it the other way. She's going to try for the layup. Leaves it short. And the ball is tied up. I'm going to give a rebound to Dutton. Jump ball by the Lumberjacks. So we're going to get a timeout now taken by Kootenai. 3:32 to go in the half. 18-12, St. Mary's leads. And let's go ahead and jump into our senior pamphlet. And we will give you one of our seniors, Bailey Martin. Her parents, Joe and Rondi Martin. She's been playing basketball for 13 years. Her activities in school include basketball. After school, she plans to attend NIC for the Millwright program. Her most memorable moment was hanging out with Kieran, Camden, and Braley after school before every home game. Bailey would like to thank her dad and mom for always pushing her to be her best and being at every game. Brady, Gabe, and Ethan for teaching her how to play sports. Lauren and Emily for always having the best advice. And all of her siblings for giving her someone to look up to. Aurora, Nyla, Cohen, Millie, Jordan, Brittany, Pat, Grandma, Lynn, Aubrey, Sonia, Kieran, Camden, Braley, Avery, Danica, Brenna, Kaylin, Kelly, DeMercia, Claire, Daisy, all the rest of her teammates over the years, Allie, Cassia, Grace, all of her coworkers, the Caldwells, the Elliots, the Williams, the Deckards, the Boyettes, the Brazes, Tammy and Michael. Lastly, her Papa Ron, Papa Joe, Brother Christian, Justin for looking out for her from heaven, and anyone else that she may have not mentioned. That is Lumberjack Senior Bailey Martin. That was a mouthful. The Warriors will bring it down, controlling it's Davison to the right side, gets it to Lopes. Lopes trying to feed it all the way down inside. It's going to be an ill-advised pass. It'll be a turnover on the Warriors. Trying to get it into the tall 21, who is still on the floor. I thought she had gone out. St. Mary's turns it over. A shot is up. It's no good. Kaylin Boyette with the rebound. The Warriors tied up for the jump ball. I got to fix my lineup for the Warriors, so give me a minute for that. But right now, it's Bailey Martin working it down the left side. Bailey with a bad pass. And then a turnover on the Warriors. And a foul on Kootenai. Going to get a steal by Martin. And then a foul on Davidson. And Davidson has 3 fouls, and or 2 fouls. I've got 5 for the Warriors, so I've got an extra foul for some reason. Keneally has it, free throw line, kicks it back out. Shot on the way by Elliott. Shot won't go. Rebound to Keneally, and Keneally gets the putback and the foul. That foul went against number 21, Charles. Keneally's bonus free throw on the way, off to the left. Rebound goes to Martin. Put back up was no good by Elliott. Rebound to the Warriors, and they'll come back the other way. Swing it to the right side. Foul on Spooner. Second foul on the Lumberjacks. The Warriors now have 5. And the Warriors will inbound from sideline. Davidson will trigger it in. Gets it into the 10 of Charles. Charles brings it to the left side. Swings it to the corner to Brooklyn Charles. Charles 3 on the way. No good. Rebound to Boyette. And the Lumberjacks will take it the other direction. Bailey Martin working left side. Kicks it to the corner. 3 on the way. Long on the shot. Rebound to the Warriors. And that ball is deflected, I believe, by St. Mary's. It'll stay with Kootenai. 20-12. St. Mary's leads it. We've got 2 minutes to go before halftime. The Warriors have it in the corner. Spooner deflects that pass. Last touched by the Lumberjacks. So Spooner trying to jump in there and get a steal. Couldn't quite complete it. Davidson will trigger it in from sideline. Going to go to Lokes. Back to Davidson. Davidson knocks down the 3 from the corner. Lokes with the assist. 20-15, 5-point lead for St. Mary's. Bailey working in the backcourt. Gets it across. Swings it over to Elliott. Elliott looking to get it into Keneally. Keneally can't handle the pass in. Turnover St. Mary's. So Bailey and Kaylin are going to get a breather here at the end of the half. Minute 39 to go. First half. St. Mary's leads 20-15. Going to get that pass down the floor. Trying to tie it up is Caldwell. With the ball for the Warriors is Charles. Down to the corner. 3-point on the way by Stevenson. Short. That's going to be rebounded by the Warriors, but lost out of bounds. Turnover on Kootenai. St. Mary's will take it the other way with 1:14 to go. Keneally with the shot from just inside the free throw line. It won't go. That ball is last touched by the Warriors, so St. Mary's will inbound. Kieran Elliott to trigger it in from baseline. Kieran looking for an inlet, gets it to Spooner. Spooner's shot won't fall. Rebound was to Williams. Williams tried for a shot. Her shot won't go. Warriors pull down the board. They bring it the other way. Brooklyn Charles has it. Swings it over, looking for Sadie or Davidson, and a little miscommunication on where they were going there. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Danny Davidson. Elliott will trigger it in from St. Mary's sideline. Bringing it down is Williams. Going to get a little bit of a body check there by Davidson, playing some stiff defense. Back up to, going to get a steal by Charles. Charles' shot won't fall in. Rebound, though, went to Caldwell, and St. Mary's takes it the other way. Keneally back to the top to Caldwell, or to Elliott. Elliott swings over to Caldwell. Caldwell, left wing, take their dribble. 22 seconds on the shot clock. There's going to be a foul on Davidson. That'll be foul number 5 on Kootenai. That'll send Caldwell to the charity stripe. First time tonight for Caldwell to the free throw line. Braley just 13% on the stats I have for her. And that first free throw hits the back of the iron, pops out. It's been the story of the night for St. Mary's from the free throw line. They've been long on all their free throws. Second free throw from Braley. That one, side of the rim, bounces around, falls off. Rebound goes to, I'm going to go to St. Mary's, basically, a team rebound. Not Davidson, but Charles had a chance at that rebound. Last touched her. She couldn't get to it before it went out of bounds, so Lumberjacks will inbound again. Elliott has it. Now to Caldwell. Caldwell, top of the key. Swings it over to Williams. Williams, shake and bake. Drive. Shot won't fall for Williams. Rebound goes to Charles. Been kind of a tough night for Williams. Going to get a shot up. It's no good by Stevenson. Rebound to Spooner. And that's how we end the first half. St. Mary's leads the Warriors 20-15. We'll take a break. Come back with the second half after this.
There's a new shop on Main Street in St. Mary's. It's a gift shop. It's a home decor shop. It's a jewelry shop. It's a shop of bare necessities. Bare Necessities Trading Company is located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's and has just about anything you could think of. From rocks and minerals to specialty foods, knives, and handcrafted soaps and lotions, there really is too much to list. So stop by at Bare Necessities Trading Company today and pick up a gift, something new for your house, or a cup of coffee. That's Bare Necessities Trading Company, located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's.
Nothing comes easy. Every day, every dollar, every decision. So your finances should work just as hard as you do. With a free Ascend checking account from P1FCU, you can earn real rewards for the work you're already doing. No gimmicks, just better banking. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. When you think of PotlatchDeltic, you might think logs or lumber. When I think about PotlatchDeltic, I think of family, community, compassion. You see, PotlatchDeltic is more than some company in St. Mary's. PotlatchDeltic is a community supporter in more ways than one. Whether it's donating to a fundraiser or nonprofit group, or giving a high schooler a summer job that could very well turn into a career, PotlatchDeltic is there for our community. We, for one, want to thank PotlatchDeltic for what they do and hope that you will also. PotlatchDeltic, proud supporters of, well, St. Mary's.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24 plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling.
Yeah, we are back. It is halftime. Lumberjack girls lead 20-15 over the Kootenai Warriors here on senior night, and we've got some little competition going here between JJ and Marcus Speakman. The parents had to pick the players, and then they also get to pick the shots. So I'm not exactly sure if it's a competition between JJ and them, but they're having some fun with it. So we will go ahead and take one more break because I'm kind of enjoying watching this, and we'll come back with our stats.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy with services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires. That's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And I do apologize. I forgot I unmuted my mic from there. But you've got this little competition going on here between these two guys, and Marcus just missed a backwards dunk. JJ hits it, and these guys are having fun. This is kind of fun to watch. Anyways, let's take a look at some stats real quick. 20-15 at halftime. Lumberjacks lead the Kootenai Warriors for girls basketball here on senior night. Lumberjack girls shooting 23% from two-point range. The Warriors 18%. St. Mary's at 29% from three-point range, 17% for Kootenai, 24% from the field for the Lumberjacks, and 18% from the field for the Warriors. That is the free throw shooting now, 22% for St. Mary's, 50% for Kootenai. Each team with 26 rebounds, 10 offensive and for St. Mary's, 11 offensive for Kootenai, 16 defensive for the Lumberjacks, 15 defensive rebounds for the Warriors. It wasn't 9 fouls. I think it was like 6 or 7 fouls on the Warriors in the first half. St. Mary's with 5. Each team with 14 turnovers. St. Mary's no points off turnovers. And the Warriors had 2 points off Lumberjack turnovers. St. Mary's has 4 points off the bench. The Warriors with no points off the bench. Each team with 7 steals. Oh, Marcus speaking with a half-court shot. 7 steals apiece for each team. St. Mary's has 6 assists. The Warriors with 2 assists. Individually for the Kootenai Warriors scoring, let's see where I can find that at. We've got 5 points for Stevenson, 4 points for Charles. That's Brooklyn Charles. 3 points for Davidson, 3 points for Hazel Stevenson. And that is the individual stats for the Warriors for scoring. Let's see, rebound-wise, unofficial for them because I didn't do a great job, but I've got Brooklyn Charles with 7 rebounds as leading rebounder for the Warriors. For St. Mary's, we've got Kaylin Boyette with 7 points. We've got Bailey Martin with 7 points. We've got Keneally with 2 points. Spooner with 2 points. Williams with 2 points. Boyette almost a double-double. She's 7 points, 8 rebounds. So she leads the team in both. She's also got 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 blocked shot. So right now, Kaylin Boyette having a heck of a senior night game for herself. Both teams playing pretty well, actually. They're scrapping hard out there. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments are made by both sides as we get ready to start the second half of action. And I need to get my starters taken care of for both teams. Should be the original starters for each squad, I would imagine. Lumberjacks, Kaylin Boyette's the only Lumberjack in foul trouble. She has 3. I think Davidson has 3. Danny Davidson has 3 for the Warriors. So that's the 2 players from the 1 player from each team that has foul trouble. A little bit of a different look to our starting lineup here for the second half. There we go. So starting the second half, it'll be Timken, Martin, Williams, Boyette, and Spooner for St. Mary's. For the Warriors, we've got Stevenson, Charles, Davidson. So Juniper Stevenson. The Warriors will start with the first possession. Teams will switch directions. Having it for the Warriors, right side, poked away by Timken. Ball stays with Kootenai. Inbounding it for the Warriors is Hunter Charles. She will trigger it in from in front of her bench. Teams are going, the Warriors now left to right on your radio dial. Davidson has it, looking into the low post. Gets a contested pass into Stevenson. Offensive rebound for the Warriors. Another 3 on the way. Another offensive rebound. And another shot, no good, but another offensive rebound for the Warriors. Stevenson has it. That shot is up, no good, and it's going to be partially blocked, but also a foul. And that foul goes against Bailey Martin. It'll send the 15 of Hazel Stevenson to the free throw line for the Warriors. First free throw up and good by Hazel Stevenson. 20-16, St. Mary's lead is 4. A chance to make it a 3-point lead, and she does. A 3-point deficit as Hazel Stevenson knocks down both threes. It's both free throws. It is 20-17. St. Mary's has it. First time on offense, their side of the floor. Timken has it near the timeline. She actually took her dribble, hands off to Keneally. Keneally spins around. Shot is up, no good. She'll be fouled. That'll send Keneally to the free throw line. That foul looks like it goes against Hunter Charles. That's her first. And I had Keneally in here, I thought, but I don't show her as in here. And Keneally makes the first free throw. Daisy Williams is the one I had on the floor when Daisy is not on at the moment. Keneally's next free throw on the way. That one is good. Keneally is a very pretty darn good free throw shooter. I don't know what her percentage is on the season, but I think she's one of the top free throw shooters for St. Mary's. 22-17, Lumberjacks lead it. Early third, over to the right wing, down to the low post, pass up to the wing now, into the hands of Charles. Charles at the top of the key. He's going to take the three. It's hard off the glass. Rebound pulled down by Boyette. Boyette feeds it ahead to Timken. Timken ahead to Spooner. Spooner shot up, no good. Got her own rebound. Gets over to Keneally. Keneally's shot won't go. Rebound to the Warriors. Charles takes the board. And Lumberjacks go back on defense into their zone, I believe. There's going to be a carry by Davidson. Turnover on Kootenai. 22-17, St. Mary's leads the Warriors. Senior night here for the girls. This is just the beginning of 3 straight days of basketball action. We got boys tomorrow hosting Priest River. Boys on Saturday hosting Moscow. Charles with it, or not Charles, Bailey Martin over to Keneally. Keneally swings over to Timken. Timken for 3. It's just short. Rebound taken by Stevenson. A bad pass by, almost a bad pass. St. Mary's ends up with it. Hunter Stevenson tries for the shot. It's no good. It's blocked out of bounds by Keneally. And the Lumberjacks get the big block shot. St. Mary's or Kootenai will inbound from baseline right corner into Davidson. Davidson with a quick shot. No good. Rebound goes to Boyette. Boyette been controlling the boards for the Lumberjacks tonight. Bailey Martin has it. Right side, looking to Boyette. Boyette works underneath the defense, gets tripped up, has that shot blocked. Rebound goes to the Lumberjacks, though. St. Mary's took a 3, missed, but got the rebound. I didn't see who took the 3. Bailey Martin over to DeMurcia. Looking into Keneally. Keneally's going to get fouled again. And it'll put Keneally to the free throw line. Foul goes against Juniper Stevenson. Keneally to the charity stripe for St. Mary's. 22-17 the score. St. Mary's leads. 5:30 to go in the third. First free throw by Keneally on the way. That one back of the iron. No good. Oh, Sadie, actually, that foul was on her. Or Danny. Danny Davidson was who the foul was on. That is her 4th. Second free throw by Keneally is short. Keneally got her rebound, though. And puts up that shot from just inside the wing on the left side. And then knocks it down. 24-17, St. Mary's leads. Keneally now with 6 points on the evening. Dutton works right side. As Timken all over her is going to take the shot, leaves it short. Rebound to Charles. Shot won't go, but Charles will be fouled. And Boyette picks up her 4th. Free throw up and on the way by Charles is good. That's Brooklyn Charles. 24-18, Lumberjacks lead. Second free throw on the way is no good. Rebound goes to Bailey. Lumberjacks push it ahead. Oh, turnover St. Mary's. Lumberjack shot on the way. It's no good. Stevenson. Offensive rebound for the Warriors. They'll reset. 3-pointer on the way by Dutton. It's no good. And I don't know if St. Mary's got that rebound, but we'll give the rebound to DeMurcia. Her shot won't go. Rebound to Timken. Keneally to Martin. Martin for 3. It's short. Rebound to Keneally. Her shot won't go. And the rebound to the Warriors finally. 3 offensive boards for St. Mary's. Couldn't cash in on them. Charles out to the 10 of Hunter Charles. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound to Kootenai. They had a putback. No good. Dutton with a rebound. Her shot is no good. And then the ball is finally going to be rebounded and tied. It's actually tied up by the Warriors. Substitutions coming for St. Mary's as Caldwell, Elliott, and Williams check in for St. Mary's. Elliott looking into Caldwell. Caldwell backs it back out to Williams. Now to Boyette. Boyette, bad pass there, picked off by the Warriors. Warriors taking it the other way. Going to have Boyette come up from behind and deflect it. And last touched by the Warriors. Hazel Stevenson checks out for the Warriors. Checking in is Madeline Lokes. St. Mary's will bring it down. Daisy Williams over to Elliott. Elliott left side, back up to Caldwell. Caldwell back to Elliott. Elliott surveys. Now she goes to Boyette. Boyette swings over to Caldwell. Caldwell. Yeah, a little bit late of a call there, but Caldwell took a little hop step to the left and she gets called for the travel. I don't know if the ref took him a minute to realize what he'd just seen. Turn my crowd mic back on. Haley Dutton brings it down for the Warriors. Works to the right side, guarded by Caldwell. Swings it to the corner. Three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark. I believe that was Charles. And that ball will go out of bounds off of the Warriors. Brooklyn Charles tried for the deep three from the left side. Couldn't get it to fall in. St. Mary's will bring it down. Williams works across the timeline. She's got Charles out on her, picks up her dribble. Ooh, bad. Charles puts herself just in the right spot to steal that. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound goes to the Warriors. Missed shot there, but then Lokes, I believe, with the rebound. And Lokes puts it up and good for Kootenai. 24-20, St. Mary's sees their lead cut to 4. Williams to Caldwell to Martin, left side, back to Caldwell. Looking into the free throw line to Boyette. Spins and shoots. It's up and good. Caldwell with the assist. Boyette with 9 points. She needs one more point to get the double-double tonight. And we're going to get a steal by Boyette. Boyette to Caldwell. Caldwell pulls up the free throw line, knocks it down. 28-20, St. Mary's stretches it back to an 8-point lead. Bringing it down is Dutton. Dutton works right side all the way to the blocks. Kicks it down to the low post, short corner. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound to the Warriors. That shot is up and good. Rebound was Charles. Charles with the putback. 28-22, St. Mary's leads. Under 2 to go into the third. Williams has the ball poked away for a second. Regathers. Gets it over to Martin. Martin looks to Caldwell. Caldwell spins. Shot up and good from the free throw line. 30-22, St. Mary's leads. Caldwell guarding Dutton. Dutton works left and right. Back to the free throw line. Trying to flip that in. Williams steps in front of the pass. Gets the steal. Williams ahead to Caldwell. Caldwell from just about the free throw line. Shot won't go. Williams with the rebound. Her putback won't go. Rebound to the Warriors, and they'll take it the other way. Brooklyn Charles works left side. Gets it to the free throw line extended. And we're going to get a foul, I think, before the shot. It'll be against Bailey Martin. Maybe the shot missed. The foul's going to go, it's going to send Juniper to the free throw line. First free throw up and no good for Juniper Stevens. Going to give Boyette and Bailey a breather before the end of the third. Stevenson to the free throw line. Still there. Second free throw on the way. That one's off the glass and good. Juniper Stevenson checks out. Checking in is Hazel Stevenson. Lumberjacks will bring it the other way, leading by 7, 30-23, under a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Caldwell has it, back out to Elliott. Elliott looking to Williams. Williams skips it into Spooner. Spooner shot blocked. Rebound to Timken. Going to get it to Williams. Williams' shot won't go. Late on the whistle, but they are going to call a foul, and they'll send Daisy Williams to the free throw line. That foul goes against Brooklyn Charles. It shows as her third on the scoreboard. Daisy Williams to the charity stripe. Under a minute to play in the third. 30-23, St. Mary's leads. First free throw by Daisy, up and good. Second free throw by Daisy, back of the iron, it won't fall. That ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay or go over to the Warriors. Last touch by St. Mary's. Harley will bring it down for Kootenai. Dutton works it across the timeline. Bound a little behind the back dribble there. Works it left side. Trying to get the trap. They're going to get a shot on the way. No good. Rebound. Rebound was to Lopes, and she'll put it up and good on the offensive board. 31-25, St. Mary's leads. Timken works right side, picks up her dribble up top, gets over to Caldwell, now to Williams. Williams to the corner to Elliott. Elliott looking into Spooner. Spooner around the defense, and as he's, oh, nope, I thought they were going to call a foul, but they called a travel on DeMurcia. Coach Hodall asking, I didn't think she traveled. I thought she'd step through, but maybe she, I'm not sure what happened there, but they call it travel in any case. Bringing it down is Dutton for the Tiger. I can't get my team right. The Warriors. There's going to be a bad pass by the Warriors. Timken steps in front of it. And coming the other way, a turnover by Williams. And the third quarter comes to an end. Williams tries to save that pass back in. And it's going to go over to the Warriors, but it doesn't matter as the third quarter ended. 31-25, St. Mary's leads. We'll be back.
If you want the best, you hire the best. Top Grade Roofing and Construction has over 25 years of experience and is licensed and insured. Top Grade Roofing and Construction can and will build just about anything. Need a deck? They can do it. Need siding? Yep. How about a fence? Of course. I mean, Top Grade Roofing and Construction might even build you a chicken coop if you ask. That's Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Call Vince for a free consultation at 208-269-3111. That's 208-269-3111. Top Grade Roofing and Construction.
And we are back. Get our players squared away. Who's on the floor? The Warriors will start the final period with the ball. They trail 31-25 here on senior night. Gets it into Dutton. Dutton working left side of the floor for the Warriors. Gonna pass it down to the corner to Charles. Charles, a little bit of a low pass from Dutton. Turnover on the Warriors. Need one more bucket from Boyette to get her to 10 points. That'll give her a double-double for the night. Timken picks up her dribble, gets it to Spooner. Now over to Boyette. Boyette to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Martin. Shot won't go. Rebound to the Warriors. And the Warriors dribble it off their foot out of bounds in transition. The ball will go back over to the Lumberjacks after the Warrior turnover. Timken will bring it down. Timken works to the right side. Going to pick up the dribble. She's looking for an outlet. Everybody's covered. She's going to try to get it to Williams, but turns the ball over. Had to force that pass out of there. Warriors get it ahead. Shot by Stevenson won't go. Lopes gets the rebound. Bailey Martin ties it up, and the possession arrow will go over to the Lumberjacks. Bringing it down for St. Mary's is Bailey Martin. Martin has it left side. Skips it into Daisy. Daisy works underneath. Shot is off the mark. Won't go in for her. Rebound goes to Lopes. Kootenai sets up their offense, trailing by 6. Three-pointer from the right wing by Charles is up and good. There was an assist for the Warriors. I didn't quite remember who gave the assist. 31-28. St. Mary's leads by 3. Get it to the corner to Bailey. Bailey back to Daisy. Daisy over to Timken. Timken going to skip it inside to DeMurcia. DeMurcia. She's going to spin around the defense. Shot is up and good. Good move by DeMurcia Spooner. 33-28. St. Mary's leads. Harley Dutton across the timeline. Slows it down. Now works right. Now back to the left. Going to swing it to the left wing. Going to have that ball knocked up in the air. Timken going to get called for the foul. Foul will be on the floor. Inbound from the Warriors. Got on the wing to Brooklyn Charles. She's going to drive down to the baseline, or to the low post. Shot is up. No good. It's going to be out of bounds off of St. Mary's. Ball will stay with Kootenai. Kootenai looking to inbound. Up the top of the key to Charles. Down to the right corner. Low post. That's into Lopes. Back out. Three-pointer on the way. That's long. Rebound to Dutton. Dutton's putback won't go. Rebound, I think, to Bailey Martin. Bailey's going to bring it down herself. And they're going to call a foul there as Bailey tries to step into the lane. Hunter Charles will pick up that foul. It'll send Bailey Martin to the charity stripe for the Lumberjacks. 60% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw is no good. Off front iron. Second free throw on the way. That one back iron. Rebound to Dutton. Warriors back on the attack. Dutton works her way to the middle of the floor. Now to the left side. Kicks it to the corner to Brooklyn Charles. She's going to go to the wing. Feeds it down inside. Spooner with a deflection, but the Warriors able to keep possession. Get to the wing. Brooklyn Charles for 3. No good. Spooner there for the rebound. She gets it up. Gets it out to Timken. Timken to Martin. Martin thought about a deep 3 for a second. Decides not to. She's working her way to the top. Gets it over to Timken. Timken over to Boyette. Boyette, she's going to take the 3. Off the back of the glass. It won't go. Rebound to the Warriors. Going to get a steal or a turnover on Kootenai. I'll give Bailey the steal. Three-pointer was missed by St. Mary's. Lumberjacks still have possession. And Boyette able to save it in. Boyette's going to try for the 3 again. That one is off the mark. And a jump ball called. I missed a few rebounds there for both teams, so I do apologize, but that was a lot of rebounding going on. Lumberjacks make some substitutions as Keneally, Elliott, and Caldwell. Well, Caldwell comes back in. Going to look for Stevenson underneath. Stevenson turns the ball over. And then the Warriors tie the ball up. Possession will go to the Lumberjacks. 4:22 to go in the fourth. St. Mary's leads 33-28. Lumberjack girls looking to finish their season off with their first win of the year. Get it to Keneally. Keneally's going to take the shot. It's no good, but she'll be fouled. And that'll send Kelly Keneally to the free throw line. The foul goes against Hunter Stevenson. And Keneally will shoot 2. She's made a few of them here tonight. First free throw is up and good. She's got a nice touch on her free throw shooting. Up until tonight, I didn't have any stats for Keneally at the charity stripe. So this is actually my first time seeing her shoot free throws. Second one is back of the iron. It's no good. Rebound goes to the Warriors. They'll feed it ahead. Charles going to take that three from the right side. No good. Ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Kootenai. No, they're going to say St. Mary's touched it last. The one official said that it was going to be St. Mary's ball. The official on the other side says St. Mary's, I think, got a partial block on it. And the ball goes over to the Warriors, and we're going to get a timeout taken here. I think the timeout is taken by St. Mary's. It is 8:30. And Kaylin Boyette is our other senior. Her parents are Tim and Amanda Boyette. She has 9 years of playing basketball. Activities in school include soccer, basketball, track, BPA, and ASB. After high school, she plans to attend Boise State University to earn a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and associate's degree in forensics. That's just a little bit of, let's go with her most memorable moment. Her most memorable moment was when the team made blanket forts on the basketball bus. We'll go to her thank yous when we get our next opportunity. That is our senior Kaylin Boyette. Now the Warriors will inbound from baseline. 4:03 to go in the game. St. Mary's leads it by 6. Into Stevenson, or to Charles, I should say. Now to the wing. Davidson, shot, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for the Warriors. I didn't see Davidson get into the game. Boyette's going to get a steal, though. They're going to feed it ahead to Caldwell. Caldwell brings it down. Shot is up by Caldwell, no good. Rebound to the Warriors. I need to see. Going to get a foul against St. Mary's, a blocking foul. Blocking foul against Bailey. Warriors, the second foul on St. Mary's in the third. Down to Charles. Charles has it, swings around to Davidson. Davidson right wing. She's going to go short corner. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Bailey. Lumberjacks bring it to the way. Bailey working down the right side. She's got it on the wing. Now reverses up to the top of the key. She's calling out the offense for the Lumberjacks. And I'm not sure. I think there was something against Bay. I don't think, maybe she went into the backcourt as she was trying to set up the offense for the Lumberjacks. Warriors have it. Right wing, Davidson. Going to drive it down. Feeds it off to Stevenson, whose shot is no good. The rebound is taken by Hunter Charles, and she'll take it to the top of the key. She's going to be guarded closely by Caldwell. They're going to feed it in. Short corner. Nice ball movement. They find Juniper Stevenson, and she puts it up and good. 34-30. St. Mary's lead is 4 with 2.5 to go. Elliott had the ball taken away from her by Charles. Charles puts it up and good. St. Mary's calls a timeout. It might be a full. 34-32. St. Mary's sees their lead cut to 2. And real quick, Kaylin would like to thank her mom and dad for always being her #1 supporters and pushing her to be the best version of herself. Lydia and Everett for being the best cheerleaders. Ben for always being a shoulder for her to lean on no matter what. Bailey, Joe, and Sammy for being her ride or die. All of her coaches throughout the years. Her grandparents, uncles, and aunts. Christy, Brian, Garrett, Mav, Justin, all of her friends, the basketball team, and anyone that she may have forgotten. Once again, that's Lumberjack senior Kaylin Boyette. And once again, we want to remind you that the Two Saints Brewing is having a Super Bowl party on Sunday. Taco Bout It will be supplying a nacho bar. Doolittle's Delish will be open as well. So head over. You don't have to do any cooking, any cleaning yourself at home. Just go over to Two Saints Brewing across from the Harvest Foods. and enjoy the Super Bowl right there. 2:27 to go. St. Mary's' lead is only 2, 34-32, as the visiting Warriors have chipped away and fought hard all night long. Caldwell has it for St. Mary's, has it tipped away into the backcourt, and then a bad pass by Caldwell, stolen away by the Warriors. Davidson has it. Kicks it out to the wing to Charles. Top of the key, shot on the way, no good by Stevenson. It'll go out of, it'll be saved back in. Elliott ends up with it. Bring it down is Martin. Martin's going to drive it all the way. Martin can't get her layup to go, as she left that one short. And the rebound goes to Kootenai. Hunter Charles has it at the midcourt circle, gets it out to Davidson, now down to the corner to Stevenson. Stevenson's shot is no good. Rebound and putback is no good. Couple of more offensive boards and misses for Kootenai. And then I think we get a jump ball, and it's going to go over to St. Mary's, or over to the Warriors. Stay with the Warriors. Timken and Williams checks in. Caldwell and Elliott come out. Warriors inbound to the corner. 3-point shot on the way. It's long by Hunter Charles. Rebound to Boyette. Lumberjacks working it across. 1.5 to go. Over to Bailey. Bailey for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound, though, to Daisy. Daisy gets out to Boyette. Boyette's shot won't go. Rebound to Timken. Timken triggers a long one. It won't go. Rebound goes to Charles. And the Warriors looking ahead. Bringing it across for the Warriors is Hunter Charles. He's going to look into the low post to Lokes. Lokes gets it to Stevenson. Stevenson puts it up and good. And we got a tie ball game. 34-all with under a minute to go. We could see overtime. Boyette has it. He works around her defense. Going to look. Oh, a bad pass by Boyette. Stolen by the Warriors. Warriors looking for a chance to win. Shot blocked by Williams. Rebound, I believe, to Timken. That ball will be deflected out of bounds by Kootenai. And we've got 33 seconds on the clock, all tied up at 34 apiece. And it looks like Coach Hodal wants a quick 30-second timeout. Neither team is in foul trouble, so nobody's going to go to the line off of a foul. Lumberjack girls need to be patient with the ball here and patient with the possession is more like it. And just don't force any passes. Don't turn the ball over, and definitely don't give the Warriors an easy layup on the other end. Just play for that last shot. Shot clock is off. Should be off. Maybe not. It says 31 on the shot clock. So it's 33 seconds. So the shot clock is on. So the Lumberjack girls need to take it down as far as they can before they go to shoot, obviously. Into the backcourt to Timken. Timken going to get fouled by Charles. It's only the third foul on the Warriors. Now that does reset the shot clock for St. Mary's, though. So now it's a full 35. Shot clock is not a factor. Into Martin. Martin has it at the midcourt circle. He's going to swing it over to Timken, left side. Timken. Back to Martin. Martin, top of the key, working all the way to the left. Going to try to skip it into Keneally. She turns it over. The Warriors playing for that last shot. 9 seconds. Shot is up. No good. Rebound to Boyette. And the ball will go out of bounds off of Kootenai, as the Warriors will deflect it with 2.7 seconds on the clock. Into Timken. St. Mary's girls are not worrying about moving too fast. The clock runs out, and we will get to overtime. Instead, we're all tied up at 34 apiece. We'll take a break as they get set for the overtime period.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
And we are back. I want to check my players on the floor for St. Mary's and for Kootenai. I think we got same on. St. Mary's has made some subs on their side. And Lumberjacks, no, it's another jump. That's right. So Williams at the midcourt circle with Charles. That's Brooklyn. The ref steps in, opening tip, or not opening tip, the start of the overtime period. Davidson tries for a little floater of a shot there. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by, I believe, Keneally. Shot clock's at 30. Into the corner for the Warriors. They're going to trigger the three. It's no good. Rebound putback was by Charles. No good. Rebound to Keneally. And then I guess Keneally turned the ball over. I don't know if she double dribbled or what, but the ball goes back over to the Warriors. St. Mary's needs to settle their nerves here. Going to get another three-point shot from the corner. It is no good. Rebound to Davidson. Quick shot up for Stevenson. It's no good. Rebound to Lokes. That shot was no good. Rebound then to Charles. Her putback is no good, but she'll get fouled. And that foul will go against Kaylin Boyette. I believe that's foul number 5. And Kaylin not going to quite make the 10 points. Caldwell checks in. Boyette with a big smile on her face. Free throws coming for Charles. That's Brooklyn Charles. First free throw is no good. I don't know where Coach Holdall went. She ran into the locker room. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Caldwell. Lumberjacks will bring it the other way. Williams brings it across the timeline. Looks right, skips it left to Caldwell, to the corner to Martin, now to Keneally. Keneally back out to Martin. Up to Caldwell. Back to Martin. Martin's going to get a look at three. Just short. Rebound. Okay, so we had that miss. Oh, I don't know who made that. I think Spooner had a rebound. Now Spooner with a deflection there. I missed one rebound in that sequence. Some substitutions coming for the Warriors. Davidson will inbound it. St. Mary's up 36-34. Pass into Stevenson. Shot is no good. Ball is going to be tipped around. And a foul on St. Mary's. DeMurcia picks up a foul. That is her second. Foul, 4 fouls on the Lumberjacks. Harley Dutton will trigger it in. Gets it into the Hunter Stevenson. Three-pointer on the way by Charles. That's no good. Ball tipped around. Rebound going to be taken by the Warriors. And a bad pass, and Keneally ends up with a steal. They're going to get it to Williams. Williams ahead to Martin. And do we have a timeout? It's a 30-second timeout for the Lumberjacks. Nope, it's a full timeout. Like I said, Coach, Holdall is out there. Never mind. I seen her go towards the locker room, but then I didn't see her back down there. So Tammy is back out there. Lumberjacks have the ball. This is a wild senior night to finish off your high school career if you're Bailey or Kaylin. Sadly, Kaylin fouled out of the game. I was really hoping she'd get that 10th point and end up with a double-double tonight. Lumberjacks. Again, don't forget, we'll have our Talk About It Player of the Game after the game, brought to you, of course, by Talk About It. And then we will also have the next 2 nights more basketball action. Lumberjack boys host Priest River tomorrow, and then they host Moscow on Saturday. That'll be a C-team, JV, and varsity game on Saturday. So, pretty long day for basketball. Sunday, of course, Super Bowl Sunday, the Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Ought to be a good one. And you can go over to Two Saints Brewing for their Super Bowl party. Into Lumberjacks have it. Williams drives from the left side, gets stood up, skips it out to Keneally, top to Martin. Martin for 3, it's short. Rebound to the Warriors. That was a long 3 that she did not put enough under it. Kootenai a chance to tie going the other way, 36-34 with just about 2 minutes to go. In overtime, Dutton works right side, trying to pass it into the corner to Davidson. A little too much on it. And it's a turnover on the Warriors. This is a young Warrior squad. They played with a lot of freshmen for most of this game. St. Mary's has it. Going to skip it over to Keneally. Now to Martin. That goes through her hands. Turnover St. Mary's. Turnover number is still going to be not what you want as a coach, probably for either team. Warriors have it into the left corner. Going to get the shot off. No good by Stevenson. Rebound goes to Williams. Williams ahead to Caldwell. Caldwell's going to bring it all the way down. Loses the defense. Shot is no good by her. Keneally with a putback. It's no good. DeMurcia had a rebound. Her putback's no good, but she'll be fouled. And they'll put Spooner to the free throw line. And that foul will be Davidson's 5th. Stevenson checks in for her. Davidson fouls out with 5 on the night. Spooner's first free throw won't fall for her. St. Mary's would love to at least knock one of these down so that the best the Warriors could do with a 3 would be to tie it. Second free throw from DeMurcia coming. Free throw on the way. That one is short. Ball is loose. Rebound to Juniper. They're going to feed it ahead. Going to get it to Charles. Charles. Defense from Keneally is all over it. Ball is loose. And forcing the jump ball is St. Mary's. And the ball goes back over to St. Mary's. Tammy looking at her players, telling them to calm down and make good passes. Williams brings it down for St. Mary's. She works it across the timeline. Left side, picks up her dribble, looking for an outlet. Skips it to Caldwell. Caldwell from the elbow. Shot is no good. Bailey Martin had the rebound. Bailey's shot won't go. Rebound to the Warriors, but then the Warriors throw it all the way down, turn it over, but then the Warriors tie it up and cause the jump ball. I didn't write down what the score was at the end of the third or fourth. 57 seconds. St. Mary's leads by 2. There's only been 2 points scored in the overtime period. That shot is partially blocked by Williams. Rebound to Spooner. Lumberjacks have it. Williams going to skip it into Keneally. Keneally almost loses it, pulls it in, backs it back out to Daisy. They've got 19 on the shot clock. Daisy works it to the right side, skips it back to Keneally. Keneally skips it to Caldwell here, left corner. And there's a bad pass by Caldwell. Backcourt violation as she puts it into the backcourt. .28 seconds. Dutton has it back over to Charles. Charles takes it to the top of the key, swings it to Stevenson. Stevenson for the short corner. It's no good. Rebound going to be saved in by Spooner. Caldwell has it. She's going to bring it all the way down, and Caldwell will be fouled. That'll send Caldwell to the free throw line. I think they said the foul is against Hunter Stevenson. Braylee Caldwell to the charity stripe. 12 seconds on the game clock. Uses the back of the glass. The bank was open on that one as Caldwell banks that one in. 37-34, St. Mary's leads by 3. They can pretty much salt it away if they can knock down the second one. That one off back iron won't go. Rebound to the Warriors. The Warriors a chance to tie it again. Out to 3-point. Shot on the way by Stevenson. It's good. And an assist for the Warriors. And we've got, I think, is it going to be double overtime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium? The crowd is beside themselves. We'll take a break.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back, double overtime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium for senior night. If these girls had a fifth year, their most memorable moment might change to double overtime against the Kootenai Warriors on their senior night. The tip controlled by the Warriors. Dutton. Turnover by the Warriors there. Williams has it. Williams needs to get it across the timeline. Works it left side. Going to skip it to Caldwell. Caldwell for the deep three. Knocks it down. Braylee Caldwell with the clutch three. The assist from Bailey Martin. 40-37. That pass is tipped by Braylee. And a turnover on the Warriors as they end up on the ground and get called for the travel. Braylee forces the turnover. Williams will bring it down. St. Mary's with the 3-point lead, 40-37. Williams picks up her dribble. Needs to find an outlet. Skips it over to Bailey. Bailey near the sideline. On the left side. Going to swing it over to Daisy. Back over to Braylee. Or to Bailey, not Braylee. Lumberjacks at 9 on the shot clock. They've got to do something soon. Going to skip it to Keneally. Keneally spins. Shot. No good. Rebound was to Caldwell. First shot was no good. It was blocked out of bounds, and there's 1 second on the clock for the shot clock. And it's a catch and shoot. That's all you've got here. And they're going to count the bucket into Keneally. I think it was Braley with the assist there. I thought she held on to that ball too long. I didn't know if they were going to count that for her or not. 42-37, St. Mary's up by 5. That ball deflected by Martin. Stays with the Warriors. Warriors will inbound from the corner of the side of baseline. Dutton into Charles. Back to Dutton. Now to Charles. Going to get a three-point shot. No good. Blocked by Williams. Rebounded by Spooner. Williams lays it up in transition on the opposite end. 44-37. St. Mary's leads it. Lumberjacks have been able to stretch it out here in the fifth period. Going to get it down underneath. Shot up. Rolls around. Falls in for Brooklyn Charles. Didn't see who gave her the assist, but there was an assist there for the Warriors. Daisy brings it down. St. Mary's leads by 5. They've got a little bit of breathing room with under 2, but they've got to play smart here. DeMurcia kicks it out to Martin. Martin's 3, no good. Rebound to the Warriors. Bring it down is Dutton, right side. She's going to work all the way down to the block. Shot is up, won't fall for Dutton. Rebound is going to be tipped and pulled down by Bailey Martin. Bailey ahead to Spooner. Spooner going to get called for a travel. She's making a move to the bucket. Took 2 steps. I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing that third or that other step. That's the illegal one. 44-39. Dutton probably traveled herself maybe there. No call. Deflection there by Williams. I thought maybe she took an extra step, but she might have got that ball out before she took that extra step. Inbound, short corner, shot on the way, no good. Rebound going to be knocked out of bounds, last touch by St. Mary's. Give the Warriors a team rebound. Inbound to the low post. Shot is up by Charles, no good. Rebound to Keneally. Keneally gets it out to Williams. Williams brings it across the timeline. 1 minute left in the overtime. Second overtime period. That's going to be knocked all around, and Williams ends up with it still. They're going to call the foul on Charles. There was so much contact between Williams and Charles that when that ball was kind of loose, I didn't know if they were going to call that on St. Mary's or on Kootenai. But they did call it on Kootenai, and it'll send Williams to the free throw line. That'll be the 4th foul on Hunter Charles. Free throw rattles home for Daisy. Daisy up to 6 points. She's had kind of a slow night tonight. Second free throw by Daisy up, knocks that one down as well. I think a lot of her points are from the charity stripe as well. 46-39, Lumberjacks lead under a minute to go. Caldwell steps in front of a pass. Caldwell has Dutton. She's going to step around Dutton, leaves the shot short. There for the rebound is Bailey. Bailey gets out to Caldwell. Caldwell takes a shot. It won't go. Ball will be tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors. Give St. Mary's a team offensive board. Lumberjacks student section is absolutely killing it here with the energy. Inbound pass from Bailey. Looking. She's going to get it up to Keneally. Keneally catch and shoot. Off the mark. Rebound to Spooner. Spooner's shot won't go. Caldwell tracks down the rebound. Williams has it. 28 seconds. Lumberjacks don't need to take a shot. Williams being defended closely. Gets it out to Caldwell. Caldwell right side. Back up to Williams. Williams to Keneally. Keneally spins. Shot won't go. Rebound to Dutton. Dutton works it down the left side. Going to have a pass in. Not being able to handle it. Actually, we'll see. I never started my clock, I guess. No, I did. That was we don't have a third overtime period. We get a foul against Lakeside. Or not Lakeside, Kootenai. I don't know why I want to say Lakeside. That'll send Bailey to the free throw line. Bailey's first free throw is no good. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to the Warriors, and they can't do nothing with it at the end of the buzzer. But the Lumberjack girls weather the storm. Heck of a game by these Kootenai Warrior girls. And St. Mary's comes away with the win, 46-39 in double overtime. We're going to take a break, come back with our stats after this.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Where can you turn for that friendly hand of support? Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. The name says it all. Taco About It. What is it, you may ask? It's the best taco truck in town. Might even be the only taco truck in town. If you like tacos, and who doesn't, then you need to stop by Taco About It, located at 128 South Highway 3 in St. Mary's, across the street from XXX Feeds. Taco About It has too many tacos to list, so you will just have to try them all. Call in your order 208-582-8533, or just stop by. Taco About It, located across the street from XXX Feeds in St. Mary's. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks. And we are back. Lumberjack girls win in double overtime, 46-39. You would have almost felt like that was a championship game for these girls as they battled hard against a tough Kootenai Warrior team. And like I said, double overtime in this one tonight. So a fun send-off for the senior girls. Both teams shot, well, St. Mary shot about 25% from two-point range. Kootenai was 17%. Both teams 17% and 15% from the three-point range. Overall field goal percentage, St. Mary's 23%, Kootenai 17%. Free throw shooting, St. Mary's struggled 33%, the Warriors at 50%. There was over 60 rebounds in this game per team. Over 100, there was a lot of rebounds, 130 rebounds unofficially, 63 rebounds by St. Mary's, 67 rebounds for the Warriors. Both teams shot, St. Mary shot 75 shots. The Warriors put up 91 shots tonight. Turnovers 30 apiece. Each team had 30 turnovers unofficially. 5 points for St. Mary's off turnovers. The Warriors with 4. St. Mary's 15 points off the bench. The Warriors with 4. Individually for Kootenai, they had, let's see here, trying to find that Stevenson, number 3 of Stevenson. That's Juniper. She led the team with 13 points tonight. Both Charleses finished with 7. That would be Hunter Charles and Brooklyn Charles. 5 points for Hazel Stevenson. 4 points for Madeline Lokes. 3 points for Davidson. For the Lumberjacks, nobody got into double digits, but plenty were close. Kaylin Boyette, 9 points, 12 rebounds. Keneally, 9 points, 7 rebounds. Caldwell, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Martin, 7 points, 11 rebounds. Williams, 7.6 rebounds. And Spooner, 6 points, 9 rebounds. Our Talk About It player of the game for tonight will go to the senior, Kaylin Boyette. She was all over the place tonight, so she will be the final recipient of a Talk About It player of the game. That's going to do it for us here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Hopefully you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great evening. Remember, boys basketball Friday and Saturday, Super Bowl on Sunday. And we'll have the basketball games, of course, on the air here live on 1240 KOFE, on our YouTube, and on the NFHS network.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!